What's up, YouTube? This is another Legend of Korra review, and I'm your host, Parker, Mr. 8 Bars right here. Say hello.
What up, y'all?
Another awesome episode. I will say that they are doing a great job this season.
Yes.
I have not been bored yet.
It's really getting into it now.
It's really getting into it. The last season, they are going out with a bang. For real.
Kuvira's army started marching on Zhao Fu.
So
She brought everybody.
she's ready. I'll say that. She is ready. If they say no, she is ready.
She gonna whoop some.
Yeah, Kuvira, she's about that life right now. She's once again about to use Bolin. Bolin is the little secret piece to the puzzle that she's trying to use to get Safu, and it didn't work. He tried. She tried to put it also in the inner circle, which also didn't work because at the end he wants to run. Well, he did try. Didn't happen too well. Didn't go too well. You see the back and forth that Korra and what's her name again? Batar and Korra having their back and forth with each other, and you clearly see like there's a lot of anger towards each other. But I think it was more of like that betrayal, that I thought you was my family, why you doing this type of thing, and I think it's that argument is a whole lot heated from that than anything, especially with her son being involved too.
Because it all stems back from they had different motives. Suyin, they came to Suyin trying to
in the backstory you finally get to see what happened.
Finally get the backstory.
Right.
Tenzin and Raiko, they went to Suyin, try to unite the Earth Kingdom. She didn't want to do it because she didn't want to be a dictator,
right?
Or seem like
because right now, this whole time that Korra has been out, she's healing,
all these 3 years, and so Kuvira said, we should do this. Look what we've been doing here,
right? And you got, I can't even think of her name right now at the moment. Kuvira arguing with her about, why don't you take it? We need this, and it just doesn't end well. And you see that face of anger with with Kuvira, and she plots against her and goes forward and makes her little army. Well, her little group. Her son.
She takes a bunch of their fighters.
Yeah, and some
rich people.
Yeah, you gotta have that funding. So she leaves, and she says she'd come back. The only way she'll come back, I think, was if she was gonna take it over or something like that of that nature. She was
banned from coming back.
Yeah, she was banned. Yeah, so
she said, "No, when I come back, it's gonna be some serious
shit going on." And she's back, and I think it's about that time.
Yeah.
It's about that time. Around this whole situation, on the side story, we see Asami.
Asami goes to visit her father,
who in the first season, if you guys watch, was
arrested for being associated with the Equalists and being the Equalists.
Yes, and tried to kill Korra and the rest of the Avatar group. And he was like the mad
genius
sort of thing going on.
Yeah.
So it was such a contrast to see him now being so calm, and he aged a little bit, and he's you don't believe that's the same person that he is right now. And
but also, Amon wasn't really who he said he was to begin with.
That is true. You're right. You were right about that. You see Asami, hesitate to forgive her father, and she leaves, and she gets reminiscent of the whole situation, and the whole long story short about her side of the story of this whole episode. She basically
sort of reconciles.
Reconciles with him, and she won't forget what he has done. Because he basically tarnished the name, and ever since that situation, she's been building it back up to where that name is brandable and people can believe and
people can trust it.
Yeah, we can trust it again. So she's built it back up, built that company by herself, and she's basically going to reconcile with her dad, and she's not going to forget anything from him, but she's going to she does misses him, you know, because at the end of the day, that is her father. So, you know, she might as well just deal with the situation. So that was a nice little thing that we got to see with the episode to kind of conclude,
like a little Mona piece.
Yeah, we kind of concluded that because that was probably one of the things that we probably might get to talk about. I wonder if it never was brought up. Like, oh, what about her dad? That never transpired, you know. But it was cool.
But he might play a role later. He is an inventor.
Yes, he is smart.
We'll have to wait and see, though.
Yeah, we have to. We have to. The other story that we get to see and was quite refreshing was Barrick and his change of heart. Julie, yeah. You get to see his change of heart with this episode. You know, he's not. Well, he still is. You know, weird, but
yeah, he's still a crazy man.
Yeah, but he's more leaning towards being a solid person, solid good guy now, and we get to also see him and Julie. I think it was Julie, but Julie. They testing out the spirit vine that we saw in the past episode, and that sucker
dangerous.
Yeah, and it was just a little piece.
Yeah,
they have other vials like lined up of that piece of vine, and just that one concentrated piece
that
has that much power. Like that is crazy.
It blew out the back of the train.
Yeah, like
one little branch, like just.
And it was so much power that they couldn't turn it off.
Yeah,
it was that much power. As soon as they turned it on, they couldn't turn it off, and it blew the back of the train. And you have Julie flying out, about to die, and you know Barrett, he saved her. You know, he had that moment. He was like, "You're too heavy. I think you're a little too weak.
You need to lose a couple Julies."
And he saves her, and you got the moment where you kind of wondered the whole time about them, or maybe it's just about her.
Maybe she's in love with him.
Yeah, and it's like they had that moment where they were almost about to kiss, and he was like, "Oh, you saved me. Yeah. Who else am I?" It was perfect. I think it was a great Barrett moment. You know, it was. We're not going to go there with them. You know, maybe we might. You know, because if you think about it, that's mainly the only girl that's been around him that can't stand him. Yeah. So you never know. It
might be leading that way.
Yeah, I think it's kind of like on a lower level of a Harley Quinn Joker togetherness. Yeah. Like they should just be apart. Especially Julie should just leave him alone, but she stays there and working for him. And he, you know, like I said, Barrett has that change of heart when Korra shows up and like wants to know what happened, and he even says, "This thing is wrong. We need to stop right away. I don't want to touch this thing no more. We gotta stop." And Korra threatens him and chokes him up, and
she's about to throw him on the tracks.
Yeah,
while moving.
Barrett right then and there knew for that instant.
She was crazy.
Crazy.
Like crazy.
Big bold letter crazy. And you know he had his change of heart for that one moment. Just like okay, I'll do it. Don't worry. You know what I'm sorry. I'll fix it. You know. And I think to me that was like, you know, that was one of her go-to guys that's on her team. I think maybe part of that little circle, maybe. And she wasn't afraid to like kill him. Like she's not afraid to take a life.
She will kill people.
Yeah, like if you do something the wrong way, you're done. Like she's that cold right now. I don't think anybody can.
She's a dictator.
Yeah, she is a dictator. So I don't think anybody with any type of heart for the other side or wants to go against her will survive if they're in her way. So
she even questioned Bolin.
Yes, that was the other thing. Bolin, after the argument, you got Bolin questioning his loyalty to her, and you know what's going on after we leave, and he's basically wondering, you know, maybe that stuff that Marco was saying is true. Yeah. You know, everything that I feel like I said earlier to you, like, you know, there should be a moment or something that Marco should have showed up and like, told you so. I told you so. You didn't believe me before, but I told you so. Like, that should have happened. Like, I think he knew the egg was on his face right then and there. Like, this bitch is crazy. Why am I still here? How did I get into this predicament?
But she was holding all that back from him.
Yes,
She
all
wanted
of
to
it.
keep him like innocent, naive.
Yeah.
Four is out food.
4, yeah.
That's what I believe.
Yeah, and we see that didn't work.
Yeah.
So I think it's since that didn't work with Safu, it's really no use for Bolin.
Yeah.
There's really no use for it.
Awesome
Mecha
fight.
Which I feel like, man, they should do more of these.
Yeah.
Like, we didn't get too much of this. I think the first season we saw a little bit, but
these are brand new, improved.
Yeah, and I would say the
other ones just rolled.
yeah.
These ones walk.
And I think the special effects with this, like, it went from that 2D to like a 3D style look. Yeah. And if you just walked in to watching this episode, you forget what you were watching. If you just saw this battle going, you don't know what you were watching. And it was really good to me. Like, I thought it was great. And Julie, we find out that she can fight. She's bad on this mechs, and she was doing her thing. And I'm like, I didn't know she had it in her. Like, I feel like there's more to Julie than meets the eye right now, and she has some backstory to her. And I wish we could find out more. Maybe she might play a bigger role in the later of the season. But
she did surrender herself back to Kuvira.
Yes, she did.
That might be a plot, because she doesn't seem the type to just say.
Yeah, so fast.
Yeah.
Especially, you know what? Especially, she's been through a lot with Barrett.
Yeah. She went to prison with him.
Yeah.
So, I mean, you're not just going to suddenly be like, well.
She did do that, but I think maybe enough is enough.
Well, yeah.
Maybe she's, but then again, she could have,
It's Julie and this Varric.
With Korra, also with this episode.
She's back.
And she's back.
She's the Avatar.
She's the Avatar. Now the Avatar state is back. She's strong now. She's ready, She's
ready.
You see the kids, Milo's trying to act like, so yeah, we got the Avatar back.
Avatar fight.
Yeah, Avatar fight. And she's like, no, that's not going to happen. Like, then what we did? Why we look for you then? Why did we look for you? Why are you here if you're not going to fight? Like, she's
growing up, though.
She is growing up.
She grew up in the swamp.
Yeah. The amount of time she has grown. So she's not just thinking we're fixed right now. Although, worst come to worst, she reserved the right.
She could throw them hands.
Yes. So. And the Avatar state is back, so you really can't tell her nothing. Yeah. That was another thing that was brought to her attention when she tried to talk to Suyin. Yeah, I can never remember everybody's name. She tried to talk to Suyin, and Suyin was like, hey, shut up. Get to the Avatar state and blow everything up. Blow it all up. Go now. Like, she was ready. She didn't care. She was like, ain't no talking to her. Just go do it. Just blow it up. Avatar state, right now. Go. Like, she's ready. And you got Korra, who's at this moment not thinking like that. And
because I get it.
Yeah. She gets
the previous 3.
Right.
They all wanted something that was noble.
Right.
They just went a little too far with it.
Right. And you know what? She didn't probably take that time to maybe talk and see what she could do. Even though, matter of fact, she did try to talk to, what's his name, in the last season.
Is it here?
Zahir. She tried to in the Avatar realm. I don't know what the Avatar state or Spirit world. She tried to talk to him, and she did, but he did trick her too. Yeah. So yeah,
this whole situation kind of reminds me of Kyoshi, Avatar Kyoshi.
Ooh, okay, go on.
And Kyoshi's solution was to just break off Kyoshi Island from the mainland.
Oh, and make it okay.
But then the guy died in the process.
Ooh.
So
that didn't end well. So maybe we can learn that didn't work. And maybe she's thinking from a different way to Kyoshi. I mean, it was good. Maybe it was a good idea at the time for him. Yeah. But now, I don't think that's a great idea. Not too wise.
Especially on that map, it looks like it's like up. So it looks like a lot to break off anyway.
Yeah, I don't even know.
So I don't think...
That's a lot of power.
Yeah.
That is a lot of power.
I don't think she's there yet.
No. And plus, you die afterwards, I mean...
Well, the Avatar didn't die.
Well...
Just the Warlord.
Yeah.
Because he wouldn't move.
Yeah. What do you think is going to happen for the next episode? Which
Well, we already know Suyin left to go to the camp.
Yeah, that's another
They're
thing.
gonna try to
Like,
assassinate Kuvira.
you think? I mean, for her to be like she's like a queen type of thing, right? Type of royalty.
Well, I won't say she's a queen.
Right.
I guess she's.
But she
more-
kind of built that land for herself, didn't they? Yeah. So, but a person of her status to like to get dirty. It's like.
But it's for her city.
Yeah, I mean, but you don't get that with a lot of people in her power. You know, they always send a team or somebody else.
Yeah.
For her to go down there and say, I'm gonna get my hands dirty.
That's love for your city.
That's love for your city. That's you're not going down without a fight. That's you're trying to do it. And this when they said she was doing it, I was like, you have enough guys, men to try to do this, but she's gonna do it. But I don't know if it's going to end well.
I don't think it will.
I mean, because I look at it like we did lose. Well, not really lose, but we did kill off a Earth Queen last season. I don't want this to happen to one of our people now. I don't want that to happen. I'm a little weary of that because we've learned so far that with Korra, this series, that they're not afraid to take you out.
They will kill you.
Yeah, somehow, some way in the season, you will be taken out somehow. You don't know who, but with this type of thing, and then you got Kuvira, who doesn't care.
Yeah,
she doesn't care.
She'll murder you.
Yeah, but I would love to see a fight between Kuvira and Suyin. That would be the teacher and the student. Yeah. Like, who's gonna win out of this? Like, that would be great. I want to see what's gonna happen. I want to see what will entail, like, what's gonna I want to see who's gonna get destroyed. But I feel like I know. I feel like I know who's gonna get destroyed.
I don't know. You can't be too sure.
But also,
Korra knows they're going there.
But also, one of the things that I talked about earlier was Toph.
Yeah. Maybe
Toph might show up at the end of the season. They might need all the help they can get. But remember, we found out past episode that Toph said to Korra that
Lin and Suyin are not the best metal benders.
They are not. Even though they are great in their own right, but to Toph's standards, they are not that good. Like, she's still the best. So if you think about it, if they're not that good, and Suyin has taught many people, including Kuvira, and Kuvira is a beast with her thing, and you mean to tell me Suyin taught her? I look at it like, Kuvira is not that great when you compare her
to Toph.
Yeah.
Well, who would be though? It's Toph.
Yeah, but I mean, that's what I feel like.
I
just need that Ronin character to show up and it be tough. Like, I just can see her just showing up out the blue.
She can fight the whole army by herself.
Yeah,
it's all metal.
Yeah, I could just see her just showing up and just hello, sucker. I could just see that. Maybe that's my own wishful thinking, but I hope that happens somehow, some way.
Especially for her daughters.
Yes,
that'd be.
And she can see everything like she said. Yeah. So I know she wants to be there if she knows her kids are in danger. Yeah, we got a few more episodes to the season.
Yeah.
So we shall see what will happen.
Got about 8 more?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. So we will see what will happen. And on that note, we'll see you guys next week. I make videos every Tuesday and Thursday. And I'm Parker.
Mr. 8 Bars.
And we will see you next week.